Hey, this week on Don't Wake Daddy, we're playing the game of life.
This game sucks, and I'm gonna rage quit real soon.
Oh, hell yeah! I'm an entertainer, baby!
Oh yeah, entertainer.
Call me Celine Dion.
Do you want to marry a man or a woman?
I'm gonna marry a woman. This is Dua Lipa.
Oh,
You know.
congratulations, Miss Lipa.
Oh, sue another player for $100,000. Who should I sue? Show me how much money we got.
I ain't got shit for you.
What are we working with?
If you're trying to bankrupt me, you will make an enemy. I swear to fucking God. Can I just die at some point? I would like to die.
These things never freaking stay in.
That's
These
what
kids.
There you go. Thank you.
Sit down, Ezekiel.
Oh.
If I have to get back there and oh my God, you know what? I will turn this car around.
Shit.
I will.
I'm suing Joe.
Why?
Joe and I, we got this beef.
We don't have beef.
Yeah,
There's no
we got
beef.
beef in this game
Okay.
now, baby.
Now
right,
Marino
this
and
is my
Luke are my
turn.
enemies in this game.
Right.
You just pissed off Mr. Dua Lipa.
You win the Nobel Prize.
For what?
For being a cool athlete.
For being
Fuck
for doing a
that.
fucking good dunk.
Good dunk.
Oh, it doesn't have to be perfect. This is
No, it was overlapping.
Is life perfect?
Wow.
Welcome to Don't Wake Daddy, a podcast where 330-somethings play nostalgic children's board games. I'm Joe Rodriguez.
I'm Scott Eikenberry.
And I'm Marino Alajakis.
What's up, boys?
Oh, man.
Nothing much, baby.
You know,
We're in
today
it.
we've got a special episode. This is a special occasion.
Special.
Oh my God.
We have a special guest for the first time on our pod. The first time we have a guest and the first
Yes.
time that they've been on the pod. A good, close friend of ours. He's the inventor of the Goofy Goggles. He is an engineer extraordinaire. He is the artist formerly known as Goofy Grin. We have the one and only Luke Braden on the pod.
Luke, hey.
What's up, Luke?
Hello. Yeah, it's great to be here. Thanks for inviting me. I'm going to thoroughly enjoy this. I've always been a longtime fan and recent listener.
Long time for all like 150 bonus episodes we've not. He's our only Patreon subscriber, so he's the only one who has.
I think he's just a longtime fan of us.
Oh yeah.
He's just been a fan of this.
No, you're right.
You-
Yeah, Luke. I mean, we've said he's. What did we say? Like best friend of the pod.
Best friend
when
of the
we were
pod.
talking about him.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
no one else.
So, Luke, we said before, but he's engaged. He's got a house. This man is living the life. He's
Yeah.
living the dream.
Living La Vida
Shout
Loca.
out to my beautiful fiance, Heidi Wacker.
Yeah, what's
Wow.
up, Heidi?
Hello, Heidi.
Hey, Heidi.
Yeah. So welcome, Luke. This is really exciting. It's fun. Now there's 4 of us.
Now there's 4 of us.
30-year-old men.
Changes
Yeah.
the dynamic a little bit.
I'm
huh?
31, but okay.
Scott's 31.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
men in their 30s.
Men in their okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Men of a certain age. That's a show, right? Or a movie? That sounds
Men
like a
of a
thing.
Yeah, but they're like probably in their 60s.
They're like Wild Hogs. It's like John Travolta.
And was it Tim Allen in Wild Hogs?
No, that was Wild Dogs.
Wait,
What?
there's a movie called Wild Hogs and a movie called Wild Dogs.
Someone's
There's
gonna
also
have
Snow Dogs and Snow Hogs.
Someone's gonna have to check this on IMDb, but I'm pretty sure that's
no,
the case.
I think we're just gonna roll with it. That sounds amazing.
Was
and
Wild
Tim Allen is in
Hogs-
both of them?
Was Wild Hogs... What was that about? Like, their dongs?
No,
Yeah.
yeah. It was about their
It-
dogs
Tim
okay.
Allen's just
hanging fucking meat,
he's got it out the
dude.
whole
And
time.
they call him Tim the Toolman Taylor in that movie too.
Oh.
And it makes sense.
So is that like a crossover?
I think
into
so.
the Home
Yeah.
Improvement?
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, he's just hanging his tool out the entire time.
And what's his next door neighbor's name?
Oh my God.
William H. Macy?
No, in
That's his name.
Oh,
that's a freaking.
in IRL is Tim Allen's next door neighbor.
I have no clue.
Oh.
No, the
Yeah.
dude who you only see the top part of his face.
Yeah,
What's the character?
it's not
name?
Al. It's
Oh,
not Al because
no,
Al is
Al is Richard Karn.
Wilson?
Wilson.
Or is
Wilson.
this a volleyball?
Maybe
So-
it is.
He
I don't
both.
Wilson just like hangs his dong over the fence.
All you
So
can see
Wilson is in Wild Hogs too?
Yeah,
so-
you just see the eyes.
you know,
and you see.
you know how all you can see is the top of his head. And then,
Okay.
God, this is horrible. Off to a great start.
This is good.
Luke,
Yeah.
how you been, dude?
I've been good. Life's been happening.
Yeah.
Like we said, got engaged and got a
Woo.
house. That all happened in the
Congrats.
same week.
Congrats.
Been hanging out at the house. Took a week off for the house,
Yep.
to paint stuff. And
Nice.
Yeah, now we just got to clean and figure out our flooring situation. And yeah, then we're ready to move in. So, and it's good because our lease is up at the end of August.
Oh,
Exciting.
dude, nice. That's really nice.
That's like, so, I mean, I think we're all like super just excited. It's such an exciting time.
Yeah.
Like for Luke, like those two things happening so quickly, and then I mean Scott too. I don't know if you wanted to talk about it at all, but Scott
Yeah, I'm closing on a house in like a month, which is crazy.
nuts.
That's pretty exciting. It's gonna be close by, so I'm excited for it.
Super exciting.
Luke, you have to tell me what to expect because I have no idea. Everything is scary. People are emailing me and telling me I have to give them things, and I don't know. Who they
You
are.
have to give me your lunch money.
Okay, yeah. Is that part of the?
That's
okay,
part of
yeah,
getting
nerd.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, just make sure that the people that you're giving things to are actual legit people and not like robots that are trying to steal your soul.
You know, at this time, a robot could just call me, and I would just they'd be like, "Hey, could I get? Actually, in order to process this, we're going to need one human soul. So, if you could just go ahead and deposit that straight into my bank account."
Wait, what?
I'd be like, "Oh, yeah, okay, well, take my soul." All
What
right.
do robots need souls for, though?
to become human?
to become humans.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Is that what they? No,
That's
don't
what
they,
Beast Wars was all about.
They're trying to
wasn't
get
it?
a soul.
Beast Wars.
Beast
Yeah.
Wars about no.
I thought that was like the animals needing to
Whoa.
become real animals, right?
You just threw my ass back to 1997, watching some polygons
Oh my
that kind
goodness.
of look like a gorilla.
Dude, it looked
on
so
TV.
bad. I remember loving that shit, but it looked so bad.
Yeah, it was good. in
Did
the
you guys
day.
ever watch Reboot?
Yes, same era.
Yeah.
Dude, I loved I remember watching like an hour and a half documentary on like the history of Reboot.
Really?
Fascinating. It's got a storied history.
Oh,
It's
I
been
bet.
canceled several times, and it has been rebooted.
Wow.
Wow.
Several times.
I've never heard of Reboot,
Dude.
and also I never watched Beast Wars, but I have heard of it.
Well, Reboot. I mean, Beast Wars obviously is like the animal. It's Transformers, but they're animals.
like it sounds familiar when you say it, so there's a possibility I caught it. What channel was it on?
Cartoon Network.
There-
No,
okay.
I don't think it was
I
Cartoon.
thought it was on Fox Kids.
Yeah,
These
it
boys
was on
don't have
Fox
Cartoon
Kids.
Network.
Okay,
Yeah.
I watched it on Toonami though. I think it was on.
Oh.
Was it
Toonami.
on Toonami?
Yeah, on Cartoon
Okay.
Network.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's basically Transformers with with animals instead
Sure,
of cars.
I think I vaguely remember.
But spoiler alert
Oh yeah.
Oh wow.
For Beast Wars?
for Beast Wars. Yeah.
Okay,
it
go
was
ahead.
actually a prequel to Transformers.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah.
Is it
okay.
made by Mattel? Like, is Beast Wars a Mattel? Is it Mattel?
No, yeah.
with
I mean,
Transformers?
it is Transformers. But
I think it's Mattel's Beast Wars.
Okay.
Probably
yeah,
is,
I think it is.
Wow.
But-
Mattel.
Yeah, they get thrown back in time,
Crazy.
and then dinosaurs eat the human race. and-
That's pretty cool. I kinda wanna
Megatron
watch this now.
wins.
Dude,
Yeah.
that's dope.
Oh, I think the next Transformers movie is going to be loosely based on
Really?
on Beast Wars.
Oh
if I'm not
my God,
mistaken.
that'd be so
That's what I
cool.
heard.
That's pretty cool.
I only heard or saw headlines or something, but I could be totally
Are
talking.
they
out of-
recasting this
okay.
one like completely new, or is it gonna be like Mark Wahlberg or Shia LaBeouf?
Haley Steinfeld?
Come on, man.
Oh,
Give
or
me
her,
Shia
yeah, I
in
forgot.
Give me Shia.
there. I need Shia.
Just give me both.
Shia's
Both
canceled,
those
right?
pieces
Shia is
of-
canceled.
Oh, wait. Oh, damn it.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't
Hey,
know.
rightfully so. He sucks.
Okay.
So anyway,
Oops. So, I mean, we were talking about Mattel. They're like a huge conglomerate of the 90s.
Mhm.
And today we're talking about the Game of Life, which is made by one of the huge toy producers.
Oh, yeah.
Toy or game producers in the 90s. So Mattel, not Mattel.
Hasbro, right? Or
The Game of Life is made by the one, the only great granddaddy of board games, Milton Bradley himself. Milton
this.
Bradley himself.
This is from
Yes.
his loins.
Birthed from
So not
his
just his
loins.
company, not just the Milton Bradley Corp. Milton Bradley the man.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. This game was invented by Milton Bradley himself. Okay, Marino? I think you looked this up. You
Yeah.
know what year it was made. Have either of you looked up when this was made?
I admittedly,
Can you
I
take
did,
a guess?
I looked on the
Okay,
Wikipedia
you
page,
did.
but I do not remember.
Luke, do you have any? Because this blew my mind when I learned this. Milton Bradley invented this game in what year? Take a guess.
60, 50,
19?
1950, yeah, 19 something.
Think 100 years back. This was made in 1860.
Holy
That's
shit!
wild.
For real?
Yes,
Wow.
1860. He invented this game. Yeah, and it was originally called the checkered game of life. And I think he just like used a checkerboard, and like it was really similar to a lot of games we've played before back in the day. It was like he had a teetotum, which was kind of like a D6, but it was more like a dreidel.
Okay.
Okay.
So I don't know. I'm fascinated with dice. It's
Yeah.
it's cool. It's just a little thing you spin.
You're the
Six-sided.
dice dude.
I'm a dice man.
That's what we call you.
Dice
yeah,
dude.
that's
Double
my.
D.
That's actually my rapper name, Dice Man.
Dice man.
Oh, Dice Man.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shit, that's pretty
Yeah,
good.
Dice T.
Vanilla Dice.
Okay, so he the first iteration of the game, it sold like crazy in the 1860s.
Really?
Yeah, he was like, I mean, there's a lot of his history. He was kind of a businessman who kind of went defunct, and then he invented this thing, and it exploded. He sold hundreds of thousands of copies in the first year.
Damn.
Like, this dude just made out with this. Milton Bradley, the great granddaddy of board games.
Was this his first game?
It's his first game he ever made.
Oh shit!
Well, the first game he ever sold.
That was successful.
Yeah, and
okay.
there's like original patent documents on like the U.S. patent code, which are super fascinating. I spent like hours just looking at his patents and like reading them and stuff.
Yeah.
But I mean, for the super nerd, go check them out. They're really fun. But yes, so this was originally called the Checkered Game of Life, made in 1860. The original game was like a track game. You just, rolled the thing, you moved to a thing. There were a couple of places on the track that were kind of crazy back in 1860. There was something called the Fat Office. I don't know.
Okay.
Okay.
That sounds hilarious.
Okay.
What is that?
There was also prison. You could also land on ruin. And there was a suicide piece on the game board. And it was literally, if you landed on it, you were out of the game.
Dude.
And it is an extremely graphic image. If you look, you can see it on the patent. It's like it's a dude hanging himself.
Okay.
It's
my.
horrifying.
I think one of us said that there should have been a
Yeah.
suicide.
Yes.
Honestly, I was thinking towards the end of our gameplay, like, I don't want to spoil anything, but, like, I was just hoping there was a suicide square.
Yeah. It was, it's pretty crazy. So, yeah, the original game, it had a whole bunch of crazy stuff. Like, that's just wild.
That's funny as hell.
I don't know
man.
what the Fat Office is, but
What it like?
I don't know. Maybe
that.
it's like you get wealthy there, fat wealthy.
Maybe like fat cats and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh.
But either way, like it was a really different game to all the other games of that era because it was very directly like based on wealth. Everything, like your success to win the game, you just had to accumulate wealth. It was a different way to gain it, but everything else, like we played before with Chutes and Ladders, was like a morality tale. It was like vices and virtues.
Yeah.
But this one was like you get money and you win.
Hell yeah.
And it's, basically the game of Americana. Just some more interesting tidbits in history. This was actually inducted to the National Toy Hall of Fame, I think in like 2008.
Really?
And it was,
Okay.
it literally came 2 years before chess was inducted to the Toy Hall of Fame.
What?
Wow.
Wait, it was
Yeah, dude,
inducted
this-
before chess?
Yes, this beat out
What the
chess.
hell?
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, super popular game.
Get me on the board of the Toy Hall of Fame, please.
Dude, it's crazy. I mean, that probably started like in the late 80s or something.
Mm,
But there were a ton of things like a Duncan yo-yo.
That's cool as hell.
Chess, playing cards, things
Okay.
like that have been inducted to the Toy Hall of Fame.
Tamagotchi, maybe?
No,
damn it.
absolutely
A
not.
Furby?
I mean, I don't know.
Furby?
Beyblades?
Yeah.
Furby, okay, bro. I bet I'm going to put my vote in.
I think
Furbies were a shit
Furby's
thing.
got to be,
And Luke's putting his vote in for Furby for sure.
I think. We'll have to look that
I wish
up.
we had Furbies right now. Me and Luke's Furby would be looking at each other, just like, I'm
Did you guys ever have Furbies?
yeah.
No.
I did not, yo. They were
They
how
were
much were
expensive.
Yeah, they were.
They were
Yeah.
expensive as hell, but also just terrifying.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
terrifying.
Miss me with that, man.
I remember I wanted a Furby so bad for Christmas. And then my parents put it in my stocking. And it was the greatest thing ever. I was so happy.
You had one?
I had a Furby.
What?
Wow.
What was its name?
I don't remember.
Wow.
But then, like, it slowly learns
Furbsbo?
English. It's kind of weird.
Slowly learns English.
It's like it starts off speaking Furbish,
Yeah.
and it speaks like and like.
Can you give me a? Can you break off a piece of that?
Bo straight up. It was straight up. It was just like. Scoopa-loopa, scoopa-tupa. And you were just like, and then you had to look through your like little manual. You came with the manual. They're like, scoopa-loopa, scoopa-tupa meant I love you. So you would be like, I love you. And then it was slowly learned that what it said meant I love you. You could do it. Maybe I was a kid and it felt like it was insane. It's insane, though.
It's insane.
They would
That's
slowly
blowing
learn
my mind
English,
right
and they
now.
would talk to each other. They had sensors on their heads if you had 2 Furbies.
Yeah.
I
Well,
remember
because they had the infrared, and you could point the TV remote at it and make it say, like, just go wacko.
Wait, could
No,
you?
What?
That's great.
Of course, Luke knows about that shit.
Dude, that's his like YouTube channel. Check out Luke's YouTube channel called Hacking Furbies.
Fucking with Furbies.
Honestly, I was just thinking that. Like, I mean, probably with technology these days and amateur robotics and stuff, you could probably do all sorts of crazy shit with Furbies.
Oh my
They
goodness.
came out with Furbies, like they redid Furbies
Yeah.
for like a 25th anniversary or something
Yeah.
like that a few years back, and those looked insane. Like the little thing on their head that was the sensor was just like
You know what's some nightmare fuel if you ever see like a naked Furby? Like if you take
I have seen
I've
those.
seen
like,
that. That shit
like
is-
the mechanical eyes just look
Oh.
straight from hell.
That's like
Yeah.
some Five Nights at Freddy's shit.
Yeah, exactly.
That's like what you would see in R, don't put your dick in it.
Is that a subreddit?
Yeah. Okay, yeah, definitely would not want to do that.
I think as far as things I would want to, that's probably pretty far down.
But a Furby with its fur on, like
No,
clothes?
for
Oh
sure.
yeah, I'm putting my dick in that.
Dude, of course.
Okay.
9 times out of 10, but without it?
Can we get
No,
a clean take of that, Marino? What did you just say?
I said that I would fuck a Furby, basically.
Okay, great. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure that we got that. That's clean. We got a clean take for that. Great.
That's our job.
So yeah, Furby definitely got to be in the National Toy Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Along with the Game of Life.
Yes.
So and there were a ton of iterations of this game throughout the years. I mean, like, if we're ever talking about a Rule 34, it's definitely this game. If it exists, there's a Game of Life.
Oh,
of
yeah,
it,
yeah, yeah.
Is
Oh,
what I
okay,
meant. That's
okay.
This is Scott's rule.
that's
34.
my Rule 34.
Oh, like what you said about Monopoly. I'm
Yeah.
remembering now.
Yes. If it exists, there's a Game of Life. Of
Hey,
it.
you know what Rule 34 of life is though? Is life fucks you, right?
Okay,
right.
yeah.
Okay.
But anyways, so there's like Indiana Jones.
Nice.
There's one literally called Dog's Life.
Oh,
Dude, I knew. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad. I knew you were going to be super excited about that. Luke likes dogs.
Luke
do.
likes dogs.
Luke's a fan of dogs.
I am.
There's a Despicable Me
Oh,
version
with
of this
Minions?
game. Simpsons, SpongeBob, Pokemon. There's one called Star Wars: A Jedi's Path.
That's cool as hell.
That sounds neat.
I really want to play.
We should
something
play
like-
that, actually.
I
Yeah,
would play that for
Yeah.
sure.
Is the Pokemon one like you catch Pokemon throughout it? Because that's kind of cool too.
Bro, I have no idea, but like they got some serious IPs
Yeah.
Yeah.
to come in on this. Milton
That's neat.
Bradley knows what's up. But yeah, so there are a bunch of iterations of this game. I mean, it's been going for over 150 years.
That's
so
wild.
crazy.
Yeah, that's insane.
Okay, so yeah, let's talk about how we play this game.
Yeah.
So, actually, it's really similar to Payday, which we played a couple weeks ago.
Mhm.
So you move along the track, you kind of do what the place you landed on says. You get a job at the beginning. You either go a college track or like a regular career track. And if you take college, you go into debt. Go a regular career, you get that money right away. But it takes a little bit longer. So there's lots of choices on which track to go along. So a lot more choice, a lot more strategy. Well, kind of strategy.
Yeah.
In this game rather than Payday.
Yeah.
So, and then you get like every probably like 6 to 10 spaces, you get paid. And you get pay raises, and you could lose your job, or you could switch your job, or you could go back to college.
Right.
Also, you get kids. Like you land on a life thing, you could get kids or dogs in Luke's case.
Yes.
You could,
got some
I didn't
dogs.
get any
You know-
kids.
yeah. So there's lots of options
I did see a game, not to interrupt, I did see a version of this game that said with pets, right?
with pets.
Yeah, there's like a
Oh.
new
We didn't
version.
play
I
that
think
version.
it's one of the
man.
newer versions that you can get like a dog or cat in like your
Okay.
back seat. But like what you're saying
Yeah.
is a lot of these things that you're talking about,
Yeah.
house, all this shit. It's like milestone spaces
Yes.
that each of us hit on our way through the game board.
Yes. Yeah. So there are certain like benchmarks that you have to go through. Like everyone will hit the get married space in this. You're probably gonna hit other life events and things, and they're pretty fun. They're exciting, and they get you money at the end of the game. But in this one, there's a lot more like player to player economy. Like you're paying out things, you're suing people all the time, and making people angry.
Good way to make enemies in this game.
Yeah, real good way to make enemies.
Because getting sued in this game was like losing a whole paycheck.
Dude, yes.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well,
more
it's $100K.
It's $100,000.
Yeah.
I mean, like, it sounded like paychecks, like paydays, like I said, like every 6 to 10 squares.
Yeah.
You're getting anywhere from like 50,000 to, I think, Marino, you were making the most at the end with 150? Were you making 150
at the end when I was
So, yeah,
I was
your
a
payday.
doctor.
Dang.
NBD.
So,
Well, you went back to school for that, right?
You were a vet.
I did.
before.
I started
No,
out
you-
as a vet.
Yeah.
I started out
he
as a
lost
vet.
his job.
Yeah, actually,
had a
no, never
lost
mind.
job
I didn't go back to school.
Oh.
I lost my job, and then I got a new job as a doctor.
Yeah.
They
Oh,
hi-
okay. So
They
they
hired
just-
me. They're like, you did enough animal surgeries.
Yeah.
You can.
You can graduate the
We don't want
humans
this guy
now.
around animals anymore. Is what
No,
they
no,
said.
not at all. Not at all. So yeah, I mean that's kind of the basics of the board game. I mean, we'll talk about it when we talk about our playthrough, but
Yeah.
it took a
You
really
just
long
like keep
time.
going
a
through
while.
life, and then you
Yeah,
get to
just keep
retirement.
and then you get to retirement, and once everybody hits retirement, you count up who has the most money, and then that's the end of the game. So yeah, I mean that's pretty much the game in a nutshell. We're talking about some of the history. So now I'd like to play a couple of commercials.
Hell yeah.
I don't really remember many commercials from this game.
I can't say I remember any.
Dude,
So I mean these may hit or miss.
Okay.
But I think they're pretty catchy. I like
Oh, we got songs?
I like the songs in them. I like them. So we're gonna play two. I'm gonna play one from the '90s and then one from the '70s.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Get lucky in the game of life. The game of life is better than ever. Go to school, get a job that's cool. Get lucky in the game of life. Marry your honey, go someplace sunny. Get lucky in the game of life.
Yeah. So that's really really short commercial.
This was the one from the 90s.
That's a
assume.
90s
That was,
one.
So 90s.
that was
dude.
good.
was
Because
good.
it's just like kids like doing like a kid was getting married to like a grown woman.
Yes. Okay. I watched a lot of commercials. I mean, there's a bunch through like the 70s and 80s and 90s, but almost everyone is like, marry your honey. And there's like a child standing like either with another child or like an adult. It's
kinda
so
fucked
weird.
up.
So, I mean,
Yeah.
like, it was like from the kid's perspective, and it was just obviously a tall woman.
Yeah.
You couldn't
Yeah.
see her face or anything.
I liked the little kid in the business suit that was too big for
Yeah.
him. That was good.
Yeah, go to school, get a job.
Have any of you guys seen this commercial?
I've never seen
That
it.
was
What
my
year
first-
is that from?
I
Or is it
think
just
94, I think,
Okay.
is what I saw. There was a couple commercials where, like, it had a tag at the end where it was like, play these board games with your family, or like for family board game night, which I resonated with because I remember seeing a lot of commercials that were like family board game
Yeah.
night, you know. But no, this one, I mean, I didn't see it. It's so short and so crazy. So yeah, I don't know.
I don't remember that.
But it's got kind of
No, it's good. Go to school. It's really cool. Whatever the hell.
really cool. Yeah, super fun. Okay, now I'm gonna play the one from the '70s because I think the song is better.
Okay.
Just
Oh,
like the
shit.
song. It's
check
a
it
fun
out.
Song. Okay.
Be a winner at the game of life. Find a job,
I'm a doctor. Have money, maybe.
get married.
Have a baby. I got win. Take a chance.
Game of life.
I win the lottery. Find romance.
You can win or get stuck.
I inherited a skunk farm.
Be a winner at the game of life.
I'm a millionaire.
Be a winner at the game of life.
From Milton Bradley.
Okay, so this commercial's kind of fucked up. there was a scene where there were two scenes in particular. There was one where this little boy's like, well, "I got twins," and it's like this nurse was delivering like babies to him, which is kind of funny. But then the clip right after this was a little girl marrying like a balding adult man who should be nowhere near a school from the looks of him. Holy shit!
Yeah, super problematic from
So
the '70s.
bad.
That was also another theme I noticed from all the commercials that I watched. It's like a little boy is like, I got twins. And it's just like,
That's just
and there
a
was
thing.
one that was like, you got twins again. And it's like a little boy, like an 8-year-old boy holding like 4 infants.
I mean, that's funny. If I was watching that commercial, that's kind
That
of
was funny, but the marriage one was that was a little that's a little problematic.
A little
That's
bit.
kind of
Like a 7-year-old girl marrying a bald man.
fucked
I
up.
also like right after the kid got handed twins, it's just like a completely still shot of the dad just kind of looking like, oh wow.
His like eyebrows go up like. Whoa.
It's a real, it's such a derp face. It's like, huh, okay, that's interesting.
That was a weird commercial.
Yeah, no, I like that one. Yeah, so those commercials are short, but I mean that begs the question. So neither of us have seen those commercials, but have any of you played this game before today? Did you play it as a kid?
Yeah, I mean, I'll start.
Yeah, Joe.
I this is definitely one of the games that I've probably played the most out of all the board games in my life.
Wow.
I have probably owned several editions of, maybe a couple editions of this. And I think I've played this a few times, also just like in school, just like kind of like Maria, like you said, like playing Sorry in school. I've definitely played this game in school, like on board game days or whatever. Here's the thing. My memory is hazy, and I mean, I guess we'll get into it when we talk about our gameplay. But the game that we played lasted a lot longer than I remember, so that kind of like makes me question my previous playthroughs if I actually played them all the way through or got tired or like quit halfway through.
I'm with you. We'll get into that, whatever, like what you're saying, but I feel the same exact way about like my memory with the game. Is I remember being a lot shorter, but I don't think I ever owned this game. But I remember playing it a lot, and exactly like I was saying with Sorry or any other. I feel like we played this in school. I can specifically remember playing it in my 4th grade classroom. Weirdly enough, I remember that classroom and me playing it with friends, like probably like just board game time or whatever the hell we had. But yeah, I remember playing it in class a lot, and the game board was not as big as this one, and it just maybe. No, I was gonna say maybe I was smaller, but that doesn't even make sense.
It's a big ass board game. When we unfolded it, I was like, damn, you're doing good.
This unfolded like 5 times. Like we were like we were unfolding an ancient map. Is what we felt like with this game.
Scott, have you played this game before?
I mean, I do remember it. I probably played it like once or twice. I didn't own it. Similarly, I feel like I probably played it in school, but there is 0% chance that that we played by the rules or played a complete game in because I mean it took, there were 4 of us adults playing. I mean, we had to put it all together, but it took 2 hours. It was crazy. There's no way that in like 5th grade board game day I was playing this actually completing it.
What's the age on the board game, by the way? Out of curiosity.
9 and up.
9 and up. That's interesting.
This is our. We're the grownest. We're the biggest boys.
Well, Payday was 25 and up, though. Okay.
Oh, really?
No.
It was 8 and up.
I haven't heard that episode yet, guys.
Wow. Thanks for listening, Luke.
Wow.
That just dropped today.
Luke,
I did?
I was kidding.
Luke, have you played the Game of Life?
No, never. This was my first time, so I popped that cherry or hi-ho cherry.
You popped that hi-ho cherry. Okay. Nice. Now, look, when we asked you to be on this podcast, we asked you like what board game you wanted to play, and you picked Life. Why did you pick this game?
Well, yeah, because life was happening all around me when you guys asked me to be on the podcast. Yeah, so it just seemed like it was fitting, But I don't think it should be as long as it was, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how did you feel about our playthrough today, Luke?
I thought it was better than the last time I played Monopoly.
Okay. I hope so.
There's a lot of things in life that probably are better than the last time anyone's played Monopoly.
Yeah. I enjoyed it. I didn't find it that bad besides it being long, but the gameplay I thought was pretty great and interesting. It's kind of like enough choices to be made, but it was still structured enough that you wouldn't get like lost, in the gameplay.
Yeah, I think it was really good. But before we all get into our gameplay, Luke, I just want to ask you, like,
oh sure,
what do you have any board games from your childhood that like
Yes.
you distinctly remember? Like you remember playing, or like what's your strongest relationship? Because I mean, we all share that. I think we've been sharing it throughout this podcast. Like as our first guest, like what board games do you have any like strong relationships with?
Yeah, like Candyland and Chutes and Ladders are probably like my first memories of board games. And then my grandmother loved Sorry.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then like so they had an RV or a trailer that they trailed around God's creation. And like just after one trip, like she's just like, I don't like Sorry anymore. We're gonna play Joker.
Oh
And
no!
Joker is like the same thing as Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Only you play it with a deck of cards.
Wait.
Okay,
Yeah.
I got it.
Yeah, what?
We're playing that on the next episode.
Oh my
Hey,
god!
yeah,
Hit
she
me with
liked
that.
it so much. Like it's
We're
in
getting
a
your
wood
grandma
board.
on.
Yeah, well,
Rest in peace.
yeah, R.I.P.
Oh.
But yeah, we got
We're gonna play in her
We got a
memory.
Joker board at my parents' house. I
Oh, there's a
think.
board.
Yeah, it's like its own board. It's like a custom made Sorry game essentially, but like same game dynamics.
Oh, it's so
you
wild.
play with a partner across from you though. So like once you get all your people in home, you switch and you draw cards for your partner and move your partner's
Wow.
things. And then like
Oh.
there's a card where like if you Sorry your partner, you put them like really close to home.
Okay.
And then, yeah, it's like that. So it has this couple different things, but it's very similar to Sorry.
That sounds cool.
Yeah,
And
that
you've
does-
played
that
this
does
with her?
sound pretty
You play? Or,
Yeah, we played all the time. And like at their, RV caravan club thing, they would play it all the time, and people would. It's like a, almost a cottage industry. They like make their own boards and all that stuff. Yeah.
Whoa.
That's cool as hell.
Custom boards.
Yeah.
Do you still have it?
I think we do. I'm not sure. I'm sure
gonna go
you
over
probably
the-
could get a board on Etsy or something, but yeah.
Your folks might have it,
It
or
might, yeah. I don't
Wait, so is this like a game that like other like this Joker? This is a thing that's like known.
yeah.
Like okay,
Like,
your
I
grandma
don't-
didn't invent it.
No,
Joker board
no, it's a thing that's known, but might only be known to the over 65 crowd.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know the origins of it at all. They just like went on a RV trip and they came back playing Joker instead of Sorry.
Don't know the Joker origin story.
Yeah, no one does. Yeah,
No one, I guess.
Wow.
yeah.
What's your what's maybe this is a loaded or a big question, but what's your favorite board game?
Oh, Lord of the Rings Risk, hands down.
Lord of the Rings
Yeah.
Risk.
Whoa.
Yep, yeah.
Okay.
I know we still have that one. That was a midnight. We always played. Midnight going into New Year's Eve.
yeah,
Oh, shit.
really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's nice. There's a nice game dynamic because, like, essentially, you roll after every turn. You roll the die, and you move the ring closer to Mount Doom.
Oh, cool.
And then once the ring gets to Mount Doom, the game ends, and then you just tally up points.
That's
so it's
awesome.
not like as long as Risk. You could choose to play without the
ring.
The ring, but
Okay.
yeah, it's very fun.
Dude, I so want to play that. We
Yes.
definitely have to play Risk
Yeah.
on.
I've never
on
played
this pod-
Risk.
but
I've never played it either.
it could be. I mean, it could be a long game. Like
As long as life was.
Longer. It could be longer.
yeah, it's
Holy
much
shit.
much longer. It could be.
Could
It-
be.
It could also be done really quick,
Hmm.
like when I freaking own you noobs, like I did in this game. Guys,
Don't
what the
do it.
heck?
Don't.
I mean,
God.
I just trounced on all of y'all. It was
did.
look. It's easy. It's easy to win.
You're just the best at life.
Yeah.
You've got
really
a
good at life. I'm apparently really good at life. I was a lawyer at first,
Yep.
and then I lost my job, and then I think I was a computer
Designer,
Designer.
whatever the hell that
Yeah.
means.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm
That's not
like,
a computer engineer. That's a computer designer.
No,
like
I'm
you're.
like, yeah. Joe, what did you say about it? I was like,
Oh, you're like I don't know. You're just designing Alienware towers. or
yeah,
some shit.
designing the RGB.
Yeah, you're in charge of the RGB.
Yeah, I'm the RGB designer. Yeah, just for a short period of time. But then I paid up to get back to a lawyer. You
Went
know,
back to school.
I went back to school.
Like a good
had
boy.
a bunch of kids.
So many kids.
Ezekiel
dude. Yeah.
and Jebediah and
Straight up.
Zechariah.
You filled up that car.
I filled that car, and I kept falling out of it. Dude, okay, like there were a lot of things that were kind of annoying about this game. I'm just gonna get these off my chest
Yeah.
at first.
Say it,
I mean, first of all, Marino had the bank duties,
dude.
which I would
I don't think anyone envies me.
constantly exchanging money, just because every turn there were like 2 or 3 transactions for all of us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like, you would pass by payday, you would get a pay increase, you would land on a thing, and then you would, like, the roll got you money. So just constantly a bank transaction.
This would, honestly, I can imagine playing this game as a kid or something and fighting over who's not going to be the banker.
Yeah. Dude, I can't imagine a bunch of 8-year-olds playing this
Yeah.
game.
Oh, my God.
Oh, it's 9 and up.
Oh, is it 9?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nine-
That's
Oh,
why.
okay.
That's
Yeah,
why.
that's
that's
it.
why.
I can
Yeah,
totally
that-
imagine a bunch of 9-year-olds, but no 8-year-olds, dude.
No.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that was really annoying, and just like there were a lot of little components that were completely unnecessary in this
Dude.
game. A lot of little buildings and little tracks and stuff.
Well, assembly itself took 4 30-year-old men like maybe 20 minutes. I don't know if I want to
Yeah.
admit this on the pod, but it took us 30. I mean, there's a brand new board game.
Yeah, we were opening it for the first time,
For the
which is
first
part
time.
of it. And I'll just put it out there. We got this board game from my brother. I think this has been the thing with the last like 5 episodes. But like he lent us a bunch of board games, and this was one. But he gave us a brand new version, still in the plastic. And it was like we had to just take all the little everything apart.
Yeah,
and-
that was our first mistake. We should have thrift stored this one for sure.
or I should have just opened it one day
Maybe
and
that
set
would
everything up.
that wouldn't even. There's so many tiny pieces though. We could have missed something. There's just this game is just so high maintenance. It's just. I mean, probably not as complicated as fucking what's the game?
Twilight
Twilight
Imperium that we keep
Imperium
talking about.
too, but it's like
4. It's
4.
all-
I'm sorry.
We're on
I'm still
4
on 2.
already?
I'm still
I
on
did-
2. But this game it took 20 minutes to just assemble. There's so many like different the plastic pieces make it look cool, but it's totally unnecessary. Added a lot of stuff. The fucking the what are they called? The spin to win pieces.
Okay,
Yeah.
we did that several. So spin to win is kind of like a lottery system. Like you land on this thing, and then you bet on rolling like 1 to a 10, and you like put a thing on 1 to 10, and then you say you want to bet anywhere up to 50,000.
Yeah.
And how many times did we do that?
Probably like maybe
7,
10.
7 or 8 times. Okay, yeah.
I'll just say 10.
Sure.
How many of us won anything from it?
No one
None.
won once.
The
Not a
crazy
single
thing is,
time.
it's a huge return on your investment.
Yeah.
It's 10 times whatever you put in there. So you could essentially win 500,000.
Yeah,
which is
insane.
crazy.
That would have been the. If any of us had won, I mean, maybe of the top few of us, had I won spin to win at once,
Yeah.
I
That
would
would've
have
been
I would have dethroned
Yeah.
you as the winner. Like I was that close. Like so,
Well,
spin
I
to
don't
win.
know. I had a lot of. I almost had 2 million at the end.
Okay, I had like 100. Okay, I was like 200,000 behind you. I think.
You know what's funny too is like throughout the entire game, I thought like Luke and I were like pretty close. I thought
Yeah.
Luke and I were like kind of like in the lead, and I didn't think anything of the life cards.
Yes.
Every few squares you have the chance to pick up a life card and you add them to your collection. I think by the end of the game I had 3. Scott, you had like 47. Marino, you had 25.
bunch.
Luke, you had 10. I don't know, but the life cards really changed the outcome of the game because I thought
Yeah.
Luke and I were one of us was going to win, but fuck that.
So I think that's probably a component that we didn't really grasp at the beginning because nobody really looked at our life cards. Probably a fault of my understanding the rules.
I mean, but we still. It's not like we missed it.
Yeah,
No.
We
but
just didn't think about it.
I got a bunch of life cards because all these ding dang kids, man.
Yeah,
I
you were
kept
getting a life
all
card
these
every time you had a
freaking
kid.
kids.
I will say this, guys, when we're talking about who the 2 first place people and who the 2 last place people were, we made a choice in the beginning that 2 of us were going to go to college. 2 of it. Wait, hold on. High five. That was me and Scott high fiving because we went ahead and we went to college. We took that debt.
And Luke and I did not go to college. High
Yeah.
five, Luke.
Yeah.
Lame high five.
Lame high five.
Poor person high five.
You know what? IRL, I went to college. I'm not doing anything with my degree. I'm $30,000 in debt.
No.
College has not done anything for me. I regret it every day of my life.
But
So I'm like, in the game of life, I'm not going to go to college. I'm not going to make the same mistake I made as Joseph Rodriguez.
Sure.
But
this isn't
This
a
is
game about real life.
This is a game about
This is the American dream life.
Mm-hmm, baby.
Oh,
but you guys probably did get the 2 best jobs you could have without going to college.
Oh,
Like,
Right.
I was an
Yeah.
entertainer. I was married to Dua Lipa. I was Mr. Lipa.
Yeah, I was an athlete and I married a dog.
and you lived in a log cabin.
Yep, lived in a log cabin.
Can we
yeah.
make a can we say that the game didn't tell him he's married to a dog. The game told him to get married, and he said, "I'm marrying a dog."
He chose to marry a dog. So
Hey, it's the game of life. You can do whatever you want.
I don't
right?
know if you can
I mean,
do
I
that, Luke.
guess.
I mean,
Look, man.
Scott was the lawyer in the game. Scott,
Scott
what's the
was
legality
the
behind
resident
this?
lawyer.
So allow it.
Okay,
Oh, okay,
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 you're
great.
good.
Yeah, you know,
I didn't have any kids. I never had dad in the game either, so
Yeah.
that was great. You know.
Yep.
Yeah.
it's nice.
You had a
We're
good
living-
life, Luke.
Yeah.
You're living the life
yeah.
of just a.
You know what? I think at the end of it, we all lived a pretty good life. You know.
Wow. I can't. I don't know if I did.
Hey, if I can retire with almost $2 million, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! Wow, that'd be crazy. But go ahead, Luke.
I was just gonna say with the life cards, it's like I mean that was almost it's chance that you
Yeah.
land
Oh,
on
for
the
sure.
life.
Oh,
You
right.
know,
Yeah.
like I mean I
Right.
didn't really choose not to have kids.
Right.
It just happened that way. I mean I guess you could go to the family route and then
Yeah.
you're almost guaranteed.
Yeah.
Like,
But-
is it-
Yeah, it is. It's chance for sure.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's real life too, because sometimes you got kids.
I mean, and just like real life, I mean, Luke just kind of brought it up. We didn't touch on it, but there is like different routes you can take. You
Yeah.
talked about in the beginning. There's the college or normal job route or whatever the
Yeah.
hell it is. But then there's like a kind of like a route where you can go back to college and you can kind of veer off and you take a little. There's a little fork in the road. But then the other fork is like you can go a route where there's a bunch of kids, or you can go the route where it's normal. And then the other route was
Risk.
risk, where it's just a bunch of lottery
a
spaces.
bunch of spin to wins.
Which honestly, I've said it before. I'm a gambler, baby.
Yeah.
I was gambling for all of them, and I just gave up towards the end because no one was winning at all.
Yeah.
It was just kind of.
Yeah, but if you would have gotten it though, that's
But
so
how much
money.
did you spend?
Okay, I probably lost
$100,000.
$100,000
Yeah.
with all these bets. But come on, baby,
Okay, hold on.
Well, you gotta gamble.
Let's talk about this for a second though. So you guys went to college, and I didn't.
Yeah.
Did that really affect like your gameplay, or because like by the end of it, it was mostly just chance, just luck that you guys got so many life cards, right?
Well,
based on the spins that you
yeah,
got.
but the life cards, yes, I did have a lot more life cards than you. Yes,
I had 3 life cards by the end of the game.
that did save me. But
Your base salary.
my base salary was high as hell. I started at my doctor salary was $100K, and then by the end, when you have everyone ends with 5 pay raises, I believe, so you're making $50K extra, unless you have a cap, which doctor salary didn't have a cap. So I was making $150K in my last few paydays too.
Yeah.
So like,
That's what it was.
I mean, it was that, I guess, coupled with all those life cards I was getting.
Yeah, I think the life cards really made a difference. And, like, I mean, there are different forks in the road where you have more chances to get life cards that you could choose.
Yeah.
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 Which I guess that you could say is, you know, after playing it over again, like I would do the more life cards. And
Maybe
those
do
are
the baby route, because the
Yeah.
baby route you get all those life
for
cards.
sure. Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely. Knowing
Or-
that now.
Yeah. Or the, like, the altruism, like the life, most time it's like you know, adopted a dog.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
you know, you get a life card.
I think I read that like if like the more generous you are in the game, or like the more altruistic, or like if you could just think like what is the classic Americana thing to do? It's to have kids.
Yeah.
And if you have kids, you get rewarded for it.
Oh,
in
you
the
get
end.
paid out
You get
$10,000
paid
per
$10,000
kid.
Yeah.
and you get a life token every time you land on a kid
Damn.
space. So
All
that's
That's
you know anywhere from 20 to 50K.
you had full kids.
I had a lot of kids.
You had a lot of
Yeah,
kids.
I think Scott had 1 seat in his van left.
Yeah.
No, not. I thought you had
And
a
I
full
had-
van.
No, I didn't have a full van, but I
Oh.
did have grandkids twice. I don't know if that's
Those were life cards. Every time
Yeah.
you had grandkids, you had a life card.
Yeah.
Damn.
So
And then, I mean, I think besides that, I think we covered most of the spaces on the board. Just random things can happen, money in, money out.
Yeah.
But like the fucking
Lawsuit.
the lawsuits,
Yeah.
baby.
Oh, yeah.
Why did we land on so many lawsuit
wow.
spaces? Anytime you land on a lawsuit space, you're allowed to sue any other player for $100,000.
yeah, they just have to give it to
We're
you.
pretty
I think
litigious
I
here.
already said earlier in the episode about that's basically like losing a whole paycheck. It
Yeah.
was a lot. Like,
Yeah, we were suing each other left and right.
So I mean, if you're listening to the podcast, you know that, you know, we like to just kind of like hate on each other. I
We
think
just
is
make
it.
enemies.
We just try to make
immediately.
enemies of each other, and I think Joe and I started off as enemies per usual.
Yeah.
And
Luke and I were kind of at odds too. For a
Oh
little bit.
yeah,
We were
I
suing
was
each
I
other.
was after your wife for sure.
Luke misunderstood the game.
Dua Lipa left me.
Yeah.
for
No,
Luke.
that makes sense because when you land on get married, you get a life token, and at the end of the game,
Mm-hmm.
Luke took one of your very few life tokens, so
I-
he took your wife.
Yep.
Wow.
I got cucked. Scott, you were a devious little boy this entire game.
Me?
Yeah, you.
No.
You were pulling strings.
No.
You were like the friggin' you were like the friggin' the bald man in Game of Thrones. You're fucking whispering in different people's ears. And
Oh,
shit.
I was the spider.
Viserys?
What's this? Viserys, yeah.
Is that his name?
How?
Right?
Oh.
I just made that. I didn't make that up. But is it Viserys? Whatever.
That sounds right.
I don't
yeah.
know.
Who remembers
Why?
that
Why?
show?
You're
anyway?
friggin' like telling people to sue each other.
Look, okay, that's playing the game, dude. I was playing the game of life.
And then the one time I sued Scott, he came at me with such
Whatever.
anger.
whatever. You were like, let me just Scott.
Yeah. I was
And
trying to be
right
nice. I
after-
had just sued Joe. I didn't want. He was
Hey,
not
look-
having a good time.
All I'm saying is
I'm
you
nice.
just made an enemy. How's that nice? That's
I was
not
being
nice
nice
to me.
Joe. You had a lot of money.
I don't care about Joe.
Oh my goodness!
We
Did you
need to
hear
settle
guy?
this out back. I think
Cutthroat.
we got to
Ooh.
freaking
I mean, that's why
fight.
he won. He was a cutthroat in the game of
bro.
life.
Look, Americana, you got to live for yourself, okay?
Damn.
There's nothing about like anybody else in this game.
Right.
It's all about me.
I guess. I guess we've learned some things. Huh?
Yeah, we have.
Wow,
And
I
you
think
know
I
what?
understand the game of life now.
Wow, it's all about me and money. So, anyways, I am going to give this game. So
Oh,
I'm
shit.
gonna let's do our reviews real
Yeah,
quick.
yeah.
I think for this game, oh boy, I think I'm gonna give this. I'm gonna give this 1.5 million out of
God.
2 million.
1 point. Okay.
1.5 million out of 2 million, because 1.5 million out of 2 million grandkids.
Okay.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah,
That's
a
a
lot
lot
of grandkids. I know.
That's like a 50%.
a lot
A
of
little bit over
grandkids, yeah.
50%.
Wow.
It's a lot, but yeah, 75%. But
Oh, is that what you did? I'm bad at math.
yeah, no,
Math.
I enjoyed it, but it was long, and there were a couple of weird things. So for reviews, Marino, how did you feel about the game?
Too long. Too long. Much longer than I remember it. Like we said, when we pulled out the board, I was absolutely shocked. My jaw hit the ground when I saw how big this board
Did.
was
We had to pick it
and how
back
many
up.
spaces. Yeah, we had to pick it up. It was a whole thing. That's what we had a late start. We're all tired. But I mean, it was fun though. It's like we say it every damn week. I like playing board games with my boys,
Yeah,
and with Luke here, God, even more fun.
it was great.
But yeah, I had fun, but it was just too long, and towards the end, kind of tedious. I'll give it 7 out of 15 blonde Mormon children.
7 out of 15.
7 out of 15 Jebediahs.
Okay. This game was, again, way too long. It took too long to assemble. It was kind of unnecessary. I'm going to be honest. I wasn't the biggest fan of this game.
Wow.
I don't know why. Maybe it's because I've played it before and I just wasn't really like the biggest fan of it in the past. But maybe it's because I didn't win. Who knows? Who's to say? But the game did take too long. There was too much transactional, too much math, too much thinking.
Oh yeah.
There's a lot of
There's
that.
a lot of math.
I mean, I would much rather play Payday, which was pretty similar and I think just more enjoyable. And
Yeah.
Yeah, Payday was fun.
Payday was fun as hell.
Payday was fun.
This game was cool. Like, you know what? Visually, it looks cool as hell. There's like cartoons. The jobs are cool. The houses are cool. All the
Yeah.
things that happen
That's
are
what
cool
you
as hell.
like.
That's what I like. I mean, I've said that before, but the game itself kind of sucked, in my opinion. So I'm gonna give it a 2 out of 10. 1 out of 9. Cats' lives, because cats have 9 lives, as we all
There
know.
we go.
There we go.
Wow,
Nine
keeping it
cats'
on
lives.
theme.
On theme. This game sucked.
Okay.
Lukey Duke?
Luke.
Yeah, I actually really enjoyed the game playing it with y'all. I mean, it was my first time, so I think there's a lot of like novelty that probably would wear off after the second time.
Sex.
What? Hang on, Joe. What?
No, I'm with Joe.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, I'm with Joe. What are we talking about?
All right.
sorry.
Anyways,
Okay.
that made no
I'm
sense.
sorry, Luke.
So
Is that
there's,
how- can you tell us how you really feel about that, Joe? Like,
so there's
are you
novelty
okay?
that would wear off.
I'm bad at sex. I'm sorry.
Okay.
He admits it.
Yeah.
Okay. There's novelty that would wear off like sex.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I really enjoyed playing it with you guys all as an adult. I don't know if I was playing it with my family, like I mean, as an adult, it would be interesting, but I feel like we wouldn't have been able to make fun of it the way that we did.
Yeah.
But definitely way too long. I feel like towards the end we were just spinning the needle to spin the needle, and we're just like, get us out of here, you know.
Put us out of our misery.
It was like Hotel California, you know.
Mhm.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
You
Yeah.
can never leave.
You can never
Yeah.
leave.
Yeah.
Yep. You can stay, but you can never leave.
Yeah, I guess
That's how I felt about this game for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm with Luke.
But anyway, out of my rating, I would give it 12.5 out of 25 lawsuits.
Wow.
Oh, there
Okay.
we go.
Yeah, no, it's good.
Oh,
Clean,
no.
clean down the middle. No,
We're
that's
all in
good.
a similar. No, we're not.
No, you gave it nothing, bro. You hated
No,
this
that's
shit.
1 out of 9.
That's good.
I could imagine. I'm sorry, my time's over. But I could imagine playing this game because you could do up to 6 people. Imagine having 6 friends around a table and you're just chillaxing, drinking, having a fun night. Maybe this game would be fun because you just take your time with it. We're trying to record a podcast here,
Yeah.
man. I'm on a fucking timer. Let's
We
go.
were definitely on a time crunch, and that was definitely part of.
the time crunch 100% had
That
to do
was
with it.
that affected my.
We're
mood.
stealing Luke's time away from him.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks for being here, Luke.
Was it
All the way
Today
from
Show?
Milwaukee.
Thanks.
Yeah. The
Oh yeah.
storm.
Anyways, no, like the last game. The last game we played literally took 30 seconds a game. Like Hungry,
yeah.
Hungry Hippos
Yeah.
was done like right away.
This
So-
took us an hour and a half. Like
not including setup.
not including a
Yeah,
setup.
not including setup. An hour and a
Anyways,
half.
we can talk about that all night. So, so that's kind of our review and our gameplay. Hit us up if you've played this game before. Hit us on our socials. We're on Twitter. We're on Instagram. You could email us. But yeah, so now we are going to have some segments.
So, not unlike Hungry Hippos, we also did solicit some listener feedback. We asked, hey folks, have any of you played Life? Do you have any memories associated with this game? Any anecdotes? Any tales? Any favorite memories? Any questions or anything? We actually did get one response from a Cletus Cereal Corner who said, "Wow, neat. I don't know about no game or nothing, but I do love me some Life cereal," which is, so we were like, okay, this is cool.
Yeah.
They actually, messaged us on Instagram and said, that they're a big fan of cereal. I guess they saw that we were
Yeah.
doing an episode on Life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And maybe they thought it was, I don't know, they wanted to hop on the podcast. So we actually do have,
Another
Luke,
guest.
Another guest.
Oh,
Yeah.
Wow,
Yes.
this is exciting. So,
I am. Where is he?
Don't Wake Daddy Boys, Luke, please welcome Cletus. Cletus, come here.
Howdy, y'all.
Hey, Cletus.
Cletus, what's going on?
How's it going, y'all? Wow, thank y'all so much. Ding dang. It's so much fun to be on this Ding Dang podcast. This is a microphone.
Have you ever-
I ain't never seen one of them. I live dang down in the south, and I ain't never seen one of them.
You live in the
Ding Dang
You
South.
live in the Ding Dang
I
South.
live in the
Where is that?
Yeah, where are you
Well, so I rode up here on my moo cow.
Okay.
Straight on the moo cow's back. Yeah, I'm from the Ding Dang South. Basically, if you just get on any old highway and you just travel dang on south,
Is this your first time on a podcast?
it's my first time on a podcast. I done heard them before. I tuned the radio just right. And I can pick up Apple's podcast, and this one came on. And I've listened to every single episode. I love it.
You have. What's your favorite episode so far, Cletus?
So probably the one with Payday, because y'all talked about some foods and stuff, and that was nice.
You're a good food guy.
I was like, wow. Well, I am kind of a food. You can say I'm a food guy.
Would you identify as a foodie?
Oh.
No, I don't think so. I'm mostly a cereal-y.
okay. Seriously, okay.
Okay.
Holy cow, guys. I just love cereal.
Hey, did you
Just
like the
any
Cereal
kinds.
podcast?
No, I hated it because they didn't talk about cereal.
We didn't talk about cereal at all.
You
They
listen
didn't
to all
talk about
episodes and not Serial once.
Cereal at all. No. I hated it. Dang.
There's the part in the Serial podcast where she says that Adnan has the eyes of a dairy cow. What did you think about that?
Sacrilege. He ain't got the eyes of a moo cow.
What's your moo cow's name, by the way?
So where did you park that thing?
I mean, she's just right over here. Can't you hear her?
Yeah, I mean, I was gonna say
This is my cow, old Scrummy.
Oh,
Old Scrummy.
Old Scrummy.
It took you a while to think. Did you forget her name?
No.
How long have you had old Scrummy?
Old Scrummy. She's just a year old.
Oh, okay. So you,
So not that old.
yeah, only a year. You
Yeah.
really remember.
But her name is Old Scrummy.
Old Scrummy. So you have to
Yeah,
say
you
it like
say
that.
just
You have to
like
say
that.
it like that.
Or else she won't come. You know, sometimes you gotta just say the full name.
So if you just said Old Scrummy, she'd be like,
No,
she ain't
probably-
coming. Old Scrummy, come on over here. Give me a little kiss.
Well, I mean, I think I speak for all of us. I think I mean that I'm so happy that we have another guest. Obviously, we're happy to have Luke today, our best friend. But like to have Cletus here, old Scrummy, old Scrummy, and this is great. Like, thanks for coming, Cletus.
Yeah, I heard y'all was playing the Game of Life. And, that sounded just like one of my favorite cereals.
Oh.
Life. So, I come bearing gifts, y'all.
Hell yeah. Listeners, please take a note from Cletus. If you like us, if you're a fan, please bring us food.
Please bring us food.
So, here's what I did. I got you some Life cereal. We got the oregano flavor. Luke, why don't you crack that bad
crack
boy
it
on
open?
Hand that one to Scott.
We also have...
Scott, take it
Well, I think...
Scott, take it from Cletus.
Okay,
Scott,
all right,
Scott like
all
almost
right,
left
here,
the room
okay.
when Cletus
No,
walked
I'm
in.
gonna get... I'll take the cinnamon one. I'll take
Okay.
the cinnamon. Yeah, that's right, you will, you little bitch.
Hey, don't talk to my friend like
It's like when
that.
Jacques, remember when Jacques came in and called me a bitch? What is up with these?
Right. All right, dude, I'll take it. What?
I'm sorry. You be nice to my friend Scott.
Okay, dang.
I mean, it's kind of a
I'm
nerd,
not
though, right? I mean,
It's
What
kind of
a-
messed up.
What a nerd. Hey, Cletus, come on. No, shut up, you stupid nerd. And take this dang box and open it. Okay, jeez. Okay. All right, move on, Cletus. Okay, so, and we got a chocolate. Actually, you know what, Luke, why don't you open the chocolate one?
Oh, okay.
Luke, open all the boxes.
Here's the
Welcome to the pod.
Joey, I didn't open
Here's
that
the thing. I know that Lukey likes his milk, and I know he likes chocolate milk.
I do, actually. How'd
Don't
you
ask
know
me
that?
don't ask me how I know
Okay,
that.
all
I
right.
said don't ask me how I know that.
Okay.
He does like chocolate milk. So, and I brought a couple varietals of milk.
Oh.
Well, this is actually not great. I probably should have had these open before I came. 'Cause this is
The sound coming through on these microphones is mwah, chef's kiss. I love this.
well, you can't you can't carry open cereal on the back of a moo cow, Cletus. Come
Hey,
on.
we just jingle jangle all over the place. We lose all our
I
cereal.
actually cannot open this bag.
Oh, okay. Here, I'll get it for you.
Okay, so we got a few varietals here, and I did bring some varieties of milk. We got milk straight from old Scrummy's teat. But it has been pasteurized, unlike the milk that I like. I like that raw stuff.
Oh no! I thought there was something weird between you and old Scrummy.
Cringed when you said that raw stuff. Why did you cringe?
Because, I mean, it's the 21st century. Pasteurization is a thing. You know, like,
I swear to God.
it's, I have a strong feeling about this, I guess.
You better keep
Yeah.
your feelings to yourself, boy. Because I'm going to drink this milk straight from the teat.
Oh, you're right. You know,
Good.
but it's you're going backwards.
Can you not do that in front of us, though, please?
I won't. Old Scrummy's all... She's dry.
Oh no!
You sucked old Scrummy dry.
Right.
He sucked old Scrummy dry.
How come you think I got this stuff? I did pasteurize it though, and it's 2%, so I did reduce some
You
of
also
the,
reduced
some of
Hey,
the
thank you. We appreciate
fat
that.
content. So we got some 2%, and we got some of this milk substitute oat beverage,
Oh, that's oat juice.
oat juice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm gonna try
Yeah.
some of this chocolate life.
Yeah, I'm gonna pour some for myself.
yeah. Go ahead, pour yourself some.
chocolate. You had chocolate.
Scott, which one are you gonna have? I think I'll have a cinnamon because that's the one you told me to open.
I'm gonna.
I'll have this one.
No, I don't know if I've ever had oat milk in a cereal, and I'm gonna.
Oat
drink
milk in a cereal is actually very good. I don't want to be sacrilegious against Cletus or whatever, but
Well, yeah, I'm actually. We all know this. I'm not. I'm allergic to milk. Not lactose intolerant, but allergic to milk, and
oh shit.
Oh,
yeah, I get
shit.
I get itchy and hives and stuff. I still drink milk.
So
Good.
okay, I was gonna say, Cletus, what do you think about that? Like, I
Well,
mean, is that
it's a little strange, but
Cletus,
everybody's
What are your
is
thoughts
that
on
like a sign from God?
oat milk?
probably. I don't know.
Okay.
I mean, what's oat milk? I don't know what oat milk is. I know what oat beverage is.
Oh yeah.
It ain't milk, I'll tell you that.
Oh, you're one of those. You're one of those, Cletus.
no.
Look,
Oh God.
you can't just go around just calling any dang thing milk. It ain't if it ain't fresh from the teat of old Scrummy.
It ain't milk.
No.
Does old Scrummy like cereal? Does old Scrummy like milk?
No, of course.
Wait. So what's old Scrummy's favorite flavor?
Old Scrummy's favorite cereal. She likes Honey Bunches of Oats with almonds.
Oh, okay, that's a good
That's
one.
a
That's
good
a good one. Now, forgive me if this is a dumb question, but does she drink her own milk?
Of course.
That's kind of nasty.
Hey, It is a little nasty, but she likes it, and so do I.
What do you think of Dave Chappelle in that one sketch drinking Cambodian breast milk?
I ain't never seen no David Chappelle,
Oh, okay. It's a good sketch.
but if he's
pretty
drinking
good.
some breast milk, whatever.
Is that the sketch where he's like the cribs?
I think it's good. He has the dinosaur hang, right?
He has the dinosaur hanging. He sprinkles diamonds on everything he eats because it makes his dookie twinkle.
I like that. That's pretty nice. So, anyways, boys, I just thought I'd bless y'all with some life cereal and
thank
some
you.
We
milk
appreciate it, man.
varietals.
Thank you.
I'm just happy to be here.
So you're a big cereal guy, obviously.
I was a big cereal guy.
You contacted us on social media, Cletus
Yeah.
Cereal Corner.
Yeah, hit me up on Instagram.
Hit him up on Instagram, Cletus Cereal Corner. And I mean, obviously, you seem to okay. I'm confused because you ride a moo cow.
Yes.
Are you a moof? Are you a dairy farmer?
I just live on a ding-dang farm.
You just live on the farm.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Ask me what kind.
What kind?
All kinds.
Okay. Okay. What the hell?
Think of something that has to do with the farm.
Like,
Say it right now.
what's the one game?
Tractor.
Yeah, I got one of them.
Scarecrow.
Oh,
Yep, one of them. Mhm.
Cabbage.
what type of tractor?
It's a big one.
Oh,
You do not want to test Luke's knowledge of tractors because Luke's kind of a.
Okay, Luke, plug your ears. It's a John Deere.
Oh no.
like,
Okay, you're going to get into some tractor stuff, and I ain't prepared for it.
oh, I'm sorry. We can get into it. If you don't want to get into it, I mean, we can just
No, I'm rather sensitive about my tractors.
This
But
is-
let's talk about cereal.
This is
Oh,
going into
yeah,
our next
or
segment,
milk.
Tractor off. It's a trivia competition between Cletus and Luke about tractors.
Yeah. I ain't trying to do that, because it would come to fisticuffs.
What color are John Deere tractors? Please buzz in.
I'm colorblind.
Cletus, you really got everything going for you, huh?
Thanks for bringing that up. So I don't ding-dang know.
So what flavors have you guys had so far?
So I just had cinnamon with the classic 2%, and that just tastes like my childhood, basically. Life is definitely one of my favorite
I don't know
cereals.
if I've ever had
This
Life.
shit is fucking good.
I was gonna say I don't think I've ever had Life. Life cereal always looked bad to me, like plain as hell. This shit's good as hell. I'm eating the original right now. Holy
The
crap.
original is good.
This is good. Wow. How about you, Luke? What do you think?
I'm having the cinnamon right now in the oat milk. Oh, sorry, Cletus.
Yeah.
Um,
Check yourself.
Yep, apologies, but you
all
should
right.
pasteurize your milk, in my opinion. But anyway, yeah, the cinnamon, I was a little iffy about it at first, but then now it's like it's growing on me, you know. It's better than what I was originally thinking.
Yes.
I had some original, and I just put some chocolate in there so I could try it as well. I have not tried the cinnamon, but the original slaps.
Yeah.
It's so good. The chocolate is pretty good. I mean, I think I like the original more. I have not tried the cinnamon. I will, but for sake of time, maybe I shouldn't.
Yeah.
I mean, Life cereal, baby.
It's delicious.
I think
That's
I,
good.
Nutritious.
Oh, cinnamon is good as hell.
the
Cinnamon's
hell?
my favorite. Is it
What?
nutritious?
I don't know. I'm a farm boy. I just eat whatever.
What's your favorite cereal, Cletus?
My favorite cereal is the one I got right in front of me.
Life?
No, any of them. Anytime I got a cereal in front of me, that's my favorite cereal.
Oh, okay.
That's kind of beautiful, actually.
Yeah, you know,
Even corn pops?
I love corn pops. It's a cereal, ain't it?
Okay. Grape nut?
Hell yeah, I'd freaking smash on some great nut.
Joe nut?
I don't know about that one.
We can talk about that afterwards, Cletus.
Yeah, okay, anyways, boys.
What about
I thought
Scrummy Nut?
that's weird. All right.
Old Scrummy's a girl.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
On
yeah.
that note, I'm gonna get out of here. Okay, bye, boys.
Oh,
Bye,
ladies,
Cletus.
thanks for coming by.
Bye, old
Yes.
Scrummy.
Bye, old Scrummy. God, look, they're just going. Why are they're just walking away so slow?
Yeah. Wow. I'm glad that we invited. That was very nice
Yeah,
of him.
that was
Brought-
good.
Yeah, basically, if anybody hits us up on Instagram and says I want to be on your
Yeah.
show, they can just come on.
Yeah.
And bring food, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're just starting out. We're only like 8 episodes in, so at this point, yeah, just hit us up.
We can't be choosy right now.
Yeah, but you should pasteurize your milk.
Hey, PSA, everyone.
Yeah, look,
pasteurize your milk.
You know, pasteurize your milk.
Try Life cereal. If you've been like me and Life cereal just seemed kind of like boring as hell, give it a try. It's
Dude,
good. It's actually really good.
Honestly, like if I get cereal nowadays, which I don't very much, but if I do, I'm picking Life cereal or like Honey Bunches of Oats.
I've always
That's
been
Yeah,
on
those,
basically
those like
yeah.
grown ass cereals that you're like, this is for mom.
I've always had that as a kid. I didn't eat like all the like
sugary shit?
colorful.
Can you
Yeah,
pass the milk?
my parents
2%?
wouldn't get me that stuff.
Luke.
So
Yeah, this is good.
yeah.
I feel you.
Okay, guys. So that was some good cereal.
Mm-hmm.
Some good discussion. It was
Yeah.
fun.
Learned
Fun.
a lot, I think.
Yeah.
Made a new friend.
Yeah. Do we have any other segments or anything?
Yeah, I got one. So
Okay.
I don't know if you guys remember. I think back in episode 1,
It's a long time ago, actually.
Luke, I know you listen to the podcast, so you probably remember this. Back in episode 1, Scott, I think, told us about like when we talked about Candyland. If you guys remember, Scott told us. Scott, oh, okay, so it was Candyland.
Yeah, okay.
Scott told us about this movie that was supposed to be made, starring Adam Sandler. That was going to be a Candyland movie. So, if they made a movie about the Game of Life starring Adam Sandler, what would that be about?
The Sandman
The
himself.
Sandman. Were the Sandman to be in a movie about based off of the Game of Life, it would be Oh, he's immortal. He's immortal. He can't die. He just lives. He's born in like, I don't know, friggin' 1100, and he just goes through life, and it's kind of like Bicentennial Man, but stretched over like a longer period of time, and he meets people, and that's about it, and he has a long life.
I think that we should merge that with an existing Sandler movie,
Which is?
with the one where he goes to school. What's that?
I was
freaking
thinking that. Yeah.
Billy Madison. So every
Oh.
time he's always dumb because let's be honest,
he just-
Adam Sandler never plays a smart person.
He keeps going through
That's
school.
messed up.
So it's like Van Wilder, kind of, right?
Yeah, or like Groundhog Day.
Like,
Wow.
but
What do you think, Luke?
I mean, for mine, I was just gonna say, was that Billy Madison?
Billy Madison.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was just gonna say the plot of that because the
Just-
best part of that movie for me is Bradley Whitford. He's like one of my favorite actors.
Bradley Whitford.
Yeah, so I think it's
Eric.
yeah.
That's a character's name.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't even know that. I just
Messed up.
It would be an immortal. It would be a perpetual Billy Madison.
I think so. I think that would be good, right? He just goes through a bunch of different milestones and kind of repeats it.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Marino,
Sounds horrible.
Do you have like anything to add? Any ideas? Anything else?
No.
Okay.
Okay. All
Well,
right.
hey, Luke, thanks so much for taking the trip all the way from Milwaukee to be here, and
Yeah.
appreciate it. Thank you so much for being our first
Yeah.
guest and for slogging through that game and for having to chat with us and meeting our new friend Cletus.
Yeah, wouldn't have had it any other way. So glad you could come down.
Yeah, dude.
Super fun. Is there anything you'd like to mention? Any shout outs?
I mean, just a shout out to you three guys. It's been
Wow.
great. You know, like
touched.
very an honor to be the first guest.
Dang.
You know,
Wow.
yeah.
We wouldn't want anyone
honor,
else, baby.
he said.
He's
An
honored.
honor.
Clearly, this is better than the Joe Rogan experience.
Okay.
Shots fired. Okay.
Oh my
Jeez.
goodness. But he's right. He's
He's
right.
He's right.
Look.
That was this week's episode of Don't Wake Daddy. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to email us at don'twakedaddypod@gmail.com and follow us on Instagram and Twitter and TikTok at Don't Wake Dad Pod. We also have a YouTube channel that we just launched. We have full episodes on there, so please like and subscribe. If you like what you heard, please subscribe and leave a review and rate us on Apple Podcasts because that really helps us out. We'd really appreciate it. And please tell your friends. But I'm Joe Rodriguez.
I'm Scott Eikenberry.
And I'm Manuel Jackus.
I'm Luke Braden.
Bye.
Bye.
This is how you do it.
Boom, boom. This is how we do it.